Hello, my name's Alex and this is my 28-foot Colvic Countess Calypso. At the beginning of the season I retrofitted a Brunton's Autoprop and I promised Brunton's I'd give them some honest feedback about how I got on with it in my first year of use. So this little video is about that. Hopefully I'll give you my views on how the prop's performed, and also hopefully you'll see some nice shots of South Devon. So you probably will have seen from Brunton's literature on their website how the Autoprop works. I'm not going to go into that in too much detail, but it's basically a self-balancing, self-feathering propeller. I've got a 3-bladed Autoprop on this boat. Calypso was built in the 80s and has got a Buick DV20 diesel, so it's not in its prime of life, but still a good, reliable diesel engine. And I was very keen to get a bit better performance out of the engine. I do a lot of motoring because I'm moored in this beautiful estuary here, but often have to motor 45 minutes to get down to the open sea for a decent sail. So it made a lot of sense to me to try and upgrade the propeller rather than upgrading the engine. It's a much easier job. I'll just talk a little bit about the performance. I'm really happy with the propeller actually. It was a bit fiddly to fit. I had to shorten the prop shaft a bit to accommodate the larger size of the propeller and the way the blades need space to feather when they're in the neutral position. But once fitted, I've really enjoyed using the propeller. It's revolutionised the boat under power, and it gives me about, I reckon, at least another half a knot under sail. So, you know, that's made a big difference to the experience. I'm just in tick over now. I'm just in gear, and I'm doing 2.6 knots now. And what you notice about the Autoprop is it doesn't necessarily give you a better top speed, but at lower revs, your cruising speeds are going to be vastly improved for the same engine revs. So the Buick engine revs to a maximum of about 2,800 RPM, and I'm getting the same top speed as I was with my old fixed propeller for about 2,200 RPM. But we're just on tick over revs here, just on 1,000 RPM, and we're doing 3.5 knots. We've got a little bit of tide under us, so maybe 3 knots, but it's quite encouraging. And pushing on the revs, the prop takes a couple of seconds for the blades to balance to the correct position, but you'll see that she soon picks up. And so the acceleration is fine. It's absolutely no problem at all. You get used to the handling quite quickly. It handles in a very slightly different way to the normal prop. But you'll see at cruising speed, there's no extra vibration, no funny noises, and the boat just pushes on through. And I've tried this prop in all sorts of different weathers, different seas, and I've had absolutely no problems, whatever the conditions are. Okay, this is a quick demo of full power to a dead stop. So we're at full revs, we're doing 6 knots. So I'm going to put us straight into neutral just for a second, and then full astern. So that's full astern now. You'll feel the blades feather around the hub as they take up their positions for full astern. And there we are, we've stopped in the time it's taken me to set. So, I hope you enjoyed those shots of the South Hams coast down here in Devon. We've a lovely day for it. To sum up, I'm really pleased with my Autoprop from Brunton's. It's a big investment, there's no doubt about it. It's not to be taken lightly, but Brunton's sales and service is brilliant. They really kind of hold your hand through the process. Their after sales is great, and the prop performs as they say it will. So, you know, from that point of view, I would definitely recommend it to other people, and it's stood me in good stead this season. I've used the boat a lot, and the prop hasn't let me down at all.